So let me ask you this then. The traits that you see from people, mentors, people within your own network, maybe in your greater network where you are local to you, what are the traits that you're seeing that they're doing that is successful, that are things that you can copy and do or learn from? Because my issue with not with what you're saying, but my issue at a greater extent is if everyone keeps cutting corners, who is now going to teach the right way because the corners don't work? Who's going to be able to teach hard work? Who's going to be able to teach when things are how to budget, when no one budgets, when everyone's using their credit cards and everyone's behind on debt and everybody's trying to keep up with the Joneses. Everybody wants to look Instagram fabulous. Everybody wants to have snuffleupagus eyes and act ghetto. The rest of the world doesn't really care about that. So the people who are learning and earning, they're going to be the ones in control, and everyone else is essentially going to be fuel and food for the economy in the form of slave wages, and or wage slaves, and that doesn't mean that their economic lives are going to benefit. So when you get a chance to peek into these upper tier people, what are you seeing these traits and characteristics that you can gain from them?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's the first thing I always look at whenever I see someone
Mhm.
that's successful. I'm immediately looking at their mindset because I know I'm not going to be where they're at tomorrow, but I
Right.
look at their traits and I say to myself, well, I can implement their characteristics or their traits now. And some of those traits are, they're disciplined, they're very consistent with what they're
Mhm.
doing. They're on track with their spending, they're on track with their habits,
Right.
they're mentally disciplined. They might wake up at a certain time every day. They come home early. They're not outside and they're not,
Right.
partaking in debauchery. They're not they're not messing around. They're very focused or
Right.
driven. So I start seeing similar traits to people of that they're like and when I see that I start to pick, little things like, oh, this guy, he's very careful with the food that he eats. Oh, this person doesn't drink. Okay,
Right.
doesn't this person doesn't go out at night,
Right.
or if they do, they come home at 9, right there. And I'm like,
Right.
okay, so you start picking those things, and then you kind of develop your own philosophy, and that's what I've been doing. And for myself, I've seen a positive in that when it comes to even work. One
Right.
of the and for example, when it comes to Ancestry Lands, one of the things that I would see from you is, oh, you're posting content. And then I thought to myself, well, what type of content can I post related to digital marketing? And when I did
Hold on
that,
one second.
I
You
would
went, you went,
create,
you said one of the things for Ancestry Lands, we cut out for a second. You got to go back like maybe 5 seconds to start over. You said one of the things you see with
okay,
Ancestry Lands, and then it blacked out.
gotcha. So one of the things that I've seen with, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yep.
One of the things that I've seen within Ancestry Lands was you would talk about Ancestry Lands, but you would also talk about your experiences when it comes to the business, your business acumen and your experience. And so I translated that with digital marketing and I would post
Right.
something on LinkedIn. And
Right.
as I'm posting things on LinkedIn, it's related to digital marketing. But one day, a few weeks back, there was a director that said, "Man, I loved your content." And I was like,
Ha.
"You watched my content?" And he was like, "Yeah,
Nice.
man, that was really cool. How did you come up with that?" And I was like, "Well, that was actually a situation that happened at work, and it was
Right.
digital marketing related, so it's a bit more technical, but it was just
Right.
offering a solution to other marketers." And
Right.
when you see that, I'm like, "Whoa." Right? I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
let me double down on this now," right? Because it's something that I had no idea. And had I never posted that, we wouldn't have had that interaction. Me and that director wouldn't have had that connection. So
Right.
now that maybe I'm on the front of their mind, and it's just like, okay, now
Right.
how can I expand that, right? So
Right.
it does pay dividends. Now, did that directly correlate to me earning more money? No, but that put me in position to earning more money down the line, and it helped me
Right.
build a connection with that director for sure.
Right. So what was the thing that so people can take away from that? What was the thing that you learned? Because I would look at this if we looked at string theory, right? Without going too much into the science of it, every universe a different outcome happens. So yes, there's ones where this didn't lead to a direct offer, but in another universe, maybe it did. And that's only a matter of time. If you do that over and over again, you will start to yield some results. So, what are you looking at that? Because it seems like a spark just hit for you. And I see it too. But I mean, from your interactions before when you didn't do it to now when you did do it, what is the thing that the viewers are saying, okay, but what does that mean for me? How can what should I take away from that? What he just said with the LinkedIn situation, where someone you had no idea message out and reached you, and now you're in their mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say, you know, um, and this goes back to the book I read actually recently, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter by 50 Cent.
Mm,
And one of the
yes.
chapters he talked about, you know, just because it was something along the lines that I'm heavily paraphrasing. It was just, oftentimes people, if it doesn't correlate to instant income, then they don't want the
Mhm,
deal, but it can
right.
be something that can build you leverage. So I would
Yes.
say to always have that lens of that. How can this possibly help me leverage myself in that position in my job, make me look a lot more skillful? Maybe it
Mhm,
might have increased my executive presence within
right.
our clients, within our partners, within, maybe guys at the C-suite executive level. They might have seen an action that you might have taken, or you
Right.
see this in your business, right? Or you have your own business and you're doing the smaller things that are helping you win. You're posting maybe one piece of extra content. You're
Right.
posting, you're helping your client with one more thing. You're probably sending them that email an hour earlier, right? All those
Right.
small little buildups. You just have to look at it from your lens on what can I do with my position, and how can I slowly start to build that credit for myself.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, folks, that's it. Phil Davis, Ancestry Lands. I'd like to thank my guest, Joshua Baez, for showing up at what is it, JB Media, right? And we'll put all the
Mhm.
links in the description section below where you can go and subscribe to his channel, right? You got a YouTube popping now, right?
Yep. The
All right,
content
good.
is
We're gonna
rolling
get
out
over
in
it.
there.
I'm gonna put that in
Yeah.
the description section below. We got it this time,
Yeah.
folks. So we got it. But folks, listen, remember Ancestry Lands. Go to Josh's channel. The links in the description section below, folks. Thanks for watching. Remember, own property or you'll be owned as property. Phil Davis, Ancestry Lands, and I'm out. Peace.
Have you ever wondered how some individuals amass wealth through vacant land investments? Here's your answer. We introduce the perfect solution, Getting Dollars from Dirt, a beginner's guide to vacant land investments, written by author Philip Davis Jr. and also owner of Ancestry Lands. Uncover tried and true strategies and expert advice to navigate vacant land investments, even as a novice. This book simplifies the process, offering practical steps toward financial independence. Learn to spot lucrative opportunities and boost your returns. Getting Dollars from Dirt equips you with the confidence and knowledge for wise investment decisions. Seize this incredible opportunity. Get your copy now and embark on your journey to wealth. Click the link below to order. Start building your fortune today.